only 2 people. My secretary went in with our lawyer who was supporting us in the coalition, lawyer of them.
Okay.
So they attempted that. The military prevented us from having access. We were there. Because they wanted to take that seat. And the worst was, they said, okay, fine, you can count the presidential. Meanwhile, the voting rather took place in the presidential. They should count the presidential, but they will not allow
counting for the parliamentary.
I remember when we started it, Rashid COP, MPP, it was Rashid COP and his chairman Samba that were to stand as agents, and myself as director of elections then, and my regional secretary, he was our boss and overseer. So we were the agents for the counting. They boycotted the counting of the parliamentary. They left.
When even you had not started the counting?
Yes, you remember. They left at the police headquarters. First they said we should let them lock the box into the police armory, and then they come back later. I said no, we will not agree with that. They said the regional EC boss, regional secretary said okay fine. Regional police commander, please kindly call regional EC boss, because we brought this box from Kedia to be counted and not to be locked in armory any longer. And that it was getting late. It's past 6. So we mentioned that we even count polling station boxes after 12, after 1 a.m. when voting ends. So we counted. When we opened it, they started walking away. So we are more conscious, we are more alert. So they cannot. Let me tell you, the dynamics in 2020 is not same.
No, you look at I know. Yes, we'll talk about that deeper. But the issue is that if you look at the Savlugu incident, for example, the counting of the ballots, they said there were some what's it called, increase in votes in terms of overvoting.
It was just one ballot that was casted into the presidential box. That was where we.
But how was it spotted?
Because one of the EC officers who was responsible for the presidential ballot paper, and not a registered voter in that polling station, and also did not participate in the special voting due to the inefficiency of the EC, decided that he wouldn't let his vote go waste and casted ballot for the presidential. Then the NDC agent raised the alarm. He himself owned up that actually is the presidential that he casted. And the gentleman who was responsible for the parliamentary said, no, he hasn't come to my desk for the parliamentary yet. So, and the police even took him. When he was arrested, at the point of writing his statement, it was the same thing that he said. But because it wasn't in the interest of MPP, they said we should just cancel the 2 boxes. So that was where we educated them that we are running 2 separate elections concurrently.
Parliamentary and presidential.
Parliamentary. That was where we educated them to know that it was not one election. They thought it was one election, and then we said no, it was 2 different elections. So the box, or the box that the vote affected was where we are going to.
So if there was any issue of even revoting, it should have been for the presidential.
It would have been for the presidential,
but not even the parliamentary.
Not even the parliamentary, because it didn't affect the parliament.
No, you know the reason why I'm even started with the issue of apathy is that some of your party people believe that they have always gone out to vote, but your party, you are negligent. You do not know how to secure their votes. You were even accused at some point in time that yes, you went to sleep and they declared Zabzugu constituency.
That's a blatant lie.
Were you present in Zabzugu?
Let me see. I was in Zabzugu. Why should I be in Zabzugu?
You are the election director.
So I should leave Tamale Northern Region and move to Zabzugu for what?
No, you have flash points. You have flash.
No, not possible.
So as election director, what was your role on that day?
I was responsible for collation of party resource. After monitoring every proceedings, I was responsible to collect resources for various constituencies, including Zabzugu. in that night, and to forward it to our head office for the necessary national coalition. That was our responsibility. And that was the first time that they were introducing. You see, when ignorant people sit and to pollute the atmosphere, as if they polluted the atmosphere to look as if they were even bringing ballot boxes. They were even bringing ballot boxes to regional coalition center for counting. That wasn't the case. The case was as simple as this. You do the collation at the constituency level, declare the results, then EC will now move physically with a declared collation sheet to regional, and we add it to the regional collation sheet. That's all. That's all. But the ignorant people with wicked mind and agenda will sit in this same studio and lie. But me, I don't want to talk about, you know why? Get this. I have said to God with my forehead bow in sujood, and I've prayed to Allah to pay them back for these blatant lies on me. No, so I don't want to talk about me. I've concluded this matter with Allah, the Creator. They all know.
The issue here is that so far as you are handling a lot more, I mean, the party is a big party.
Let me ask you
the region question. Is a bigger party.
Let me ask you a question. They were doing the collation in Zabzugu, right? At a point in time when it was clear that the MPP were leading, they raised issue of overvoting in some other polling station. I think about 4 or so. It became an issue. Then coalition stopped at that point. It is said they were moving to Tamale to finish or to declare you were a presidential candidate, and my brother was the coalition agent. The presidential candidate, not the agent too. Though he can choose to be, but he wasn't the agent. There was an agent responsible for the counting, 2 agents responsible for the counting. There was a problem. They are moving the thing to Tamale. Be fair with me and honest. And you are the presidential parliamentary candidate. Will you sit in Zabzugo or will you follow it to wherever, which other point that they are sending the thing to?
Oh, for me, I think it will be imperative to follow up,
because that was a continuation of the process that you began. I couldn't have known anything about the area. Get this.
But were you in Zabzugu during the
Why could I be in Zabzugu? I could have been in Zabzugu, where I was responsible for 31 constituencies. I couldn't have been in Zabzugu. I couldn't have been in Zabzugu. For what reason? My responsibility was to oversee to the interest of NDC prevailing in the entire 18 constituencies. That's why we train polling agents. That's why we train polling agents.
But why are you being accused that you were sleeping on the job? Because we are discussing this because we are discussing this because I'm coming. We are discussing this because we are getting to another election. People feel that no, we vote, but our votes are not factored into. Now they said that no, the 2020 elections, there were a lot of mistakes that really occurred, and as part of those mistakes, the elections director, which you were that election director, it appears you were too mild, and even at some point, some people were saying that you were compromised by the NPP. That is why you were not really active.
If my outfit could secure Savilogo to be added to NDC to get per member of parliament, equal number of MPs with MPP in parliament, did we try our best or not? That is one. If my outfit could resist a temptation of 100,000 Ghana cedis.
By who?
No, I'm just telling you.
No,
it was. You know these are old stories. I don't want to believe it. Because I tell you, Robicon, I'm a Muslim, and I can't leave an issue to Allah and be discussing it.
No, Alhaji, at this time,
and you wait and see where we are.
They are saying that when you are being accused of something, of a wrongdoing, and your only evidence is God, then you are in soup. because we are getting to another election.
I don't want any man to exonerate me in any issue. Wallahi, I'm not that type of. We may all be in politics, but we are different calibers altogether. We may all be in politics. We may all be in the media discussing blah blah. I know why I'm on this earth. I know why I'm on this earth, and I took an oath to work for the NDC. The person or those that wrote the petition were bitter because they thought I didn't support them in the last regional election. There's nothing.
How could that have been a personal vendetta? Because if you look at the
even on the day of the elections, on the stage where I was,
is it the general elections?
No, I mean
the regional elections.
Yes.
Okay, regional elections.
One of the petitioners mentioned boldly that I atavembara zone te nta amabot naji te ndimokata. Eventually, that person happened to be one of the petitioners. But let me tell you, it's not everything that we discuss on air. But the petition didn't work.
It didn't work.
You sit here and create enmity for yourself.
You lost your job. And after you lost your job, a different person has has replaced you. And it's due to the fact that the committee actually assessed all that the petition raised.
That was just you see I'm a senior party officer.
Exactly. Yeah.
And remember after losing that job, it didn't take me 1 month for national to recommend for national to recommend to regional leadership chairman and secretary for different appointments. It was suggested to him, to regional chairman and secretary by national chairman. And you guys doesn't know what is happening. I'm a different person, committed to NDC, all sincerity, all loyalty for the past 32 years, 92 to date. And you can have my type beginning from that end to date, being as I am today. You scan over. So let them create the enmity for themselves. They have already done that. They have lied. They have vilified me. I can't speak to the air to change certain things. Even me. There has been like this issue that you raised.
Yeah.
There was a place that we visited. I said, in talking to the people, yes, Alhaji to whom here, but to born this time now, to born so be. Look, let me tell you, in the first place, I was not neither regional secretary salam. None of us were agents to the regional coalition center. We got 2 competent people to be at the regional coalition center. Whilst we will manage the collation of the results from the 18 constituencies
as they trickle in.
People doesn't know. Like these 2 people were Dr. YY. He's a statistician of Sanargo.
Okay.
And Dr. Tango, one time regional secretary, constituent secretary of Sabalgo, Abdullah Tanko. These were the 2 people that we assigned to the regional EC to monitor. And you know what they were supposed to do? Look, when results of Pandai were declared, they will fax or text it to us to know the figures. So EC will move with the hard materials, the declared results that has been collated in Pandai to the regional EC office for them to record it. By then, we would have shared the results that we got from Zabzugo with our people. So when the hard materials come, by then they will also be holding this results. If there's discrepancy, they will let them know that there's a discrepancy here. This is what was declared in Pandai. Do you get it? Not that they were moving ballot boxes there too. Then when it happened in Gushegu, Zabzugo and other places, look, if I tell you how I suffered to get in touch with the people of Zabzugo, Even when the director of elections appeared, the deputy who was responsible for the collation appeared before vetting for his reappointment.
Okay.
I asked them all those questions. Why were we calling you? Tell us what was happening. You are not giving us results. You are not communicating with us. And we had no other people to contact because you were in the strong room at the local level. Yaire Koku was there because I was in the panel with Yaire Koku for the Deputy National Director of Elections.
Okay.
To vet deputies for the deputies in charge of IT for the constituencies. Was the Regional Chairman, Secretary, and comrades, and one other senior comrade from Upper West region, and they were responsible for the substantive election directors. I asked them, why didn't you call me? When they were moving the materials to Tamale, why didn't you tell me? And let me be honest with you, and all the lies, I will not say it today. When it happened, I'll give you Lukman's number. One of the gentlemen who were providing the IT services to the election directorate. I can give you Lukman's number to call. When the chairman, even the MP asked the MP, when the MP came down.
Which of the MPs?
The Zabzugo MP.
Okay.
When he came down with this particular issue, by then we had called for the pink sheets across all, so I sorted that one out. We did our analysis as directorate. He came. I called Edoji.
Okay.
And they spoke through my phone. Subsequently, we made it a national case. Regional secretary took all the pink sheets, including the alleged areas where the overvoting took place. We got it from the other political parties that were there because our people didn't sign. They even left. They even left those areas. They didn't even have the pink sheets for those areas. So we managed our way and got it from other, like the CPP, the PNCs, and the rest there. At a point, we even got one from MPP. So regional secretary took all. I didn't go to Accra. They went to Accra with the ballot, with the materials. By then I was indexing the entire regional presidential vote ballot paper. How do you call it? Declaration sheets. Call it pink sheets from the entire 2,202 polling stations. I was indexing it to be given to our strong room in Accra. So when they went, they did the analysis. Ask the regional secretary. He will tell you the outcome of what that analysis was. Me, I will not say it here. When they came down, we said, no, let's still pursue it. And I made Lukman. I took the parliamentary. Again, when the secretary returned with it, I took it. We gave it to Lawyer Taylor. On the first day, I was in the chamber with them. With Lukman, I guide them how to be able to collate it, and then I put it in the table, the form that we wanted, corresponding with the polling station, the specific identification numbers and the rest. Then Lukman continued with it for 3 days. But by then we knew what it was.
Okay.
By then the MP was already, everything was over. Weeks after. So I will not say what it was when they went to Accra. But the regional secretary at one day we will be able to tell you. But we still pursued it in High Court here in Tamale. And I assigned Lukman, my IT guy, his number is here. And Lukman was able to index everything for them in terms of the arrangement of the collation sheets for branch to branch or polling station by polling station. So if somebody comes later and lies beyond what rational being should do because of envy or hate, I leave that person to God. If you continue with fabricated lies, but your information, like I said, those 2 petitions were dismissed. I swear God. Forget of what you read.
No, because we told that one was.
I say forget. It's dismissed. Not true. It's not true.
No,
it's not. Look, let me tell you.
Those people that petition.
We have, you see, like I said, I'm on the inside of the party. I don't want to go into details of certain things. I wouldn't have been here speaking. Even this had hurt me beyond my bearing point. I wouldn't have been here speaking for NDC. But I will not let people who have no substance in society, people who are irresponsible, to ruin the long savings.
So are you saying that they were not doing it in the interest of the party to salvage events? Because the assemblyman for Moyabe, Motala, he sent a petition. Hadi Paza sent petition. These were the 2 petitions. Yes, from the records that, or from the intel that some of us got, we were told that Motala's petition was dismissed by the committee simply because of the substance, the quality of the substance,
content. And then get this, it was the same content.
Both submitted.
It was the same content by different signatories. It was the same content, point by point. You know, they are not intelligent enough to have varied the content, to have varied the position of the points that they raised. It was the same. It was the same content. Ask them. Ask them, not me.
So I mean, as election director, I mean, apart from the 100,000 that you said you rejected, you were not compromised in any way.
Who could have compromised me? Just tell me who.
No, I mean, this is a party in power, and we have.
I was an appointee in the last regime.
Yes,
and I know what it is and what is in government. And 100,000 can never be something that could move me. I mean, what is it? What is 100,000 cedis? I will repeat, it's money though, but Abba, you get it. So let's move away from this, because this shouldn't be a topic for discussion.
No, you know.
But I don't need to clear. Let me be honest with you. I don't need to clear myself. I don't need to explain anything to anybody. I'm being honest with you.
No, you know, if there's no explanation to some of these, just like you have clarified. One time you are looking for another. You have been given another some position.
But you didn't handle it well. Take a month and the party has given me this position.
And are you aware that
it's more strategic than even being the of elections? If you don't know
the position you currently hold in the party,
like you don't. That's why I don't want to discuss it.
No, I mean, your role is not known, then
you don't even have to know it. What's the role of the?
What's the title? What's the title again? But not in giving us the intel. But what's the title of the position?
It's the Regional Alpha Project Coordinator.
Alpha Project Coordinator.
Yes.
What's that supposed to be doing?
Don't ask me further.
No, I mean,
it's to work for NDC to ensure that we win all our boxes.
But this is not jobs for the boys. Probably you were going to be idle, and then you have to be sorted with something.
I can't be idle in NDC. Why? I can create an avenue to engage in radio daily for NDC. I can.
So it's simply not a consolation.
In what? I'm not the only person. I'm not. There is a national coordinator. General Secretary is the national coordinator. Are you not aware?
Okay. You just told me that yes, you are not supposed to reveal anything, so I wouldn't have known who and who are.
No, I'm just telling you. And there are regional coordinators across all the 16 regions.
Okay.
We went for training workshop, which lasted for 2 days, and we came. And we're doing our regional training in the region here very soon, involving all constituencies from all northern regions. All northern regions, I mean. Tamale will be hosting it. So it's enough.
So now let's look at this. We are going into the 2024 elections. Under your watch, you lost about 9 seats in the northern region. And one also nearly slipped through your hands. That's the Savlugu one.
It never. It never. Nearly. But the fact that we're proactive to be able to prevent or cure it should tell you that we are more than competent.
That
you know, go back to the CID unit.
You performed averagely.
Oh, look, let me tell you, people doesn't know. After taking the 31 constituencies, after taking dividing the 31 constituencies into 3, northern region were left with 9 constituencies for NDC and 9 for MPP. Before the election 2020. if you do calculations of the popular votes that the 9 constituencies that NDC won, accumulated for NDC, one, it was not up to what we had in 2020. That is 1 point. 2, we were able to win seats that MPP won in the previous era.
Which seats were that? Because you lost Karaga, which has never been won.
And we won Pandai.
You've never won Pandai before?
We won Pandai before, but we won Pandai. Just mention.
Very well.
We lost Pandai and won Pandai. We lost Karaga
and won Pandai. Saboba.
We won Saboba back.
And
then we won Saboba back. NDC won Saboba back.
You lost Gushegu, which was one time a stronghold for the NDC.
We agree. We lost Gushegu, but we were able to win Williamsey back. We lost 3 and won 3. And areas that we lost were areas that we had sitting MPs.
Some allegations are that some of the seats that were lost were meaningless.
Mind you, Gushegu, we didn't lose Gushegu in 2020. We lost Gushegu in 2016.
Yeah.
So Gushegu was already an MPP seat.
But it could easily be won because of the dynamics at the time. Because they had an existing MP who was livid about certain conditions and exited.
Yes. So get this. NDC won some of these seats by dint of hard work and courtesy, support and strategies from the regional outfits, coupled with the constituency and the branch executives in those areas and the entire party supporters. But areas that we lost with sitting MPs, you cannot blame the regional executives for it. Areas where you have an MP and you lose it, the MP plays an important role. And he is even the lead candidate and the number 1 pointer to which issues can be directed at. So if we had lost this, it could have been the fault. Perhaps the party at the regional level could have advised certain areas. Look, we knew where we were losing. We tried our best. But some of those MPs or those candidates, because we consider them as candidates, we drew their attention to certain things. And in some other areas, for instance, Lucien Myang, wallahi, it wasn't the MP. It was not that the MP wasn't performing. It was because they said he was not one of them. It was just the reason.
But he has been on that seat for a long time.
No, just one time.
Aziz.
Just one time.
Okay.
And the gangs, they team against him. Go there.
The NDC itself.
That led to the suspension of the constituency chairman. And some others. You get it? So it's not everything that we need to be discussing, because today is not about review of NDC.
No. You see, because stepping into the elections,
you see, whoever says that the NDC will have done this and Salam and Co regime have run the, it's not true.
No, because they said that you had influenced some candidates who were not strong enough to hold certain constituencies, like the Gushegu we are talking about. Malmale, for example, is just like you have sent a sick dog to the farm. He doesn't.
What do you mean?
I mean, these are the descriptions given. Because
what do you mean? I mean, go to the recent not the Afro barometer, the global info analysts. What are they saying about Gushegu? Consider that
currently, or I mean, as of the time in 2020.
Even look, consider the votes difference in 2020 against that of 2016. Even Gushegu Township, Malamale won about 70%, where it was difficult for us to win even up to 40% in the past. Gushegu Township. So you cannot describe Malamale as a sick dog being sent to farm. We are discrediting our candidates.
No, it's not me. No. These are thoughts from the streets And then people are concerned that, like for instance, take Tolong for example. They said NDC can easily win Tolong, but it appears the party and its executives are not interested in getting the Tolong seat. These are some of the things they are talking about.
Why can NDC easily win Tolong? Just tell me.
Why can't you win Tolong? Because
no, just tell me.
It's your seat. It's your seat.
I have a point.
Is Tolong not your seat?
Is Gushewu not our seat?
That's what I'm saying. So they are actually sharing thoughts on some of these constituencies that they feel that are easy to get. But why are you not getting these seats?
Mane went for a competitive elections on 2 occasions and he emerged victorious. In 2019 he went with even former MP and others. He emerged victorious. Not that we imposed him, he repeated himself. And the Congress decided that they needed Male to continue as their candidate. And wait and see the outcome of Gushewu. Wait and see. Not that we're imposing. We don't impose. The days of imposition are over. The days of imposition are over. Even me, I would say that it's lack of imposition these days that are causing us some of these seas. If we are taking a decision, well, sometimes you have people with some influence,
financially or anyhow,
just some influence, winning the parliamentary seat, but are not capable.
So let me find out this one, because I'm asking some of these questions simply because you are past elections director. Now look at Savlugu for instance. For example, they tell you your candidate there is not that strong. The candidate that's predominantly an NDC area, but then the candidate placed there is not strong, and yet it appears he's given that push from the party leadership to still go ahead and contest the elections. Is that what you also say?
What do you mean by not strong?
We have seen the vibrancy of some candidates and how
he's vibrant. He's the slow but short type. Yeah, this is not the first time that he has put himself up. He went for elections in 2015 and lost the parliamentary primaries. Came back in 2019 and won, and subsequently won the seat from opposition. Not that he continued from Merebufu. He won the seat from sitting MP, Alhaji Mohammed. He won it from MPP. Is that not the case? But how can you describe me as a dull person?
That was a narrow win, huh?
Indeed, it was a narrow win. It was a narrow win. But this time now, the blah blah, the vangle of Fatahia and blah blah, I mean, the zonzonglo of Fatahia cannot save her. There was one. The independent who was Itato, an NDC person, played a role in dividing the votes.
Okay.
He's fully on board. You are aware?
Yeah, sure.
He's fully on board. Even if he's not bringing everybody on board, but at least he can bring no less than 50%, even if it is 40% against a fractured MPP front in Savlugu. You know the MPP is fractured seriously in Savlugu. That's why I said Fatahia with Blebele and Zonzongele. She can't do anything.
What do you think about Tolong, which is certainly a seat that they believe that NDC should easily, sweep away?
MPP won Tolong. This is about their third. This about the.
So he won it. I think twice, huh?
Yes, this is their third consecutive time that they held to it, and this is about the fourth. And winning the fourth means that we have held a seat in almost same number of years that we won it, but that wouldn't happen. You see, Tolong, a lot of dynamics are in Tolong.
Okay.
And certain things have happened for the past season that led to us losing Tolong. And we have reorganized ourselves as a party, and you can see that people are now saying that our candidate can win, our candidate can win, our candidate can win. It's part of our repositioning. And no one can say our candidate is under resourced. because we are
no,
giving
but that's
our
what
candidate.
visually they are seeing. They're saying that he's under resourced, and that is one of the challenges. If not with the current complaints from, because we have entered the Solong constituency, and with the level of disappointment in the faces of the people, you realize that with serious resource efforts, something could happen.
I always make a point that electors are not paid before the Electoral Commission issues bylaws to them. I always say this, and that is the fact. So you can't always conclude that it is money that is the decider.
The person will need to make rounds, will need to organize strategic
But
meetings and all
there
that.
hasn't been a day that he want to move and wouldn't move. You can see party and national executives going there to support his his campaign. You've seen that, or you haven't witnessed that?
I have not really witnessed that. That's why I'm just watching.
You are not witness to some national executives, national vice chairman.
No, Fifi Kwete sat the same place you sat and said that they were trying to engage. Get to the Tolong MP and then have some strategic discussions. But I am not aware whether it took place.
Rauf is a national vice chairman.
Yes, of course, yes.
But you are aware he was.
I'm aware he went.
But
there.
he said he wasn't aware.
No, you said that
you are aware Janamin and other team members were there as regional executives.
Okay. Is that part of the resource accumulation that is done? That is shifted to him.
No, I'm just telling you that we haven't abandoned Tolong. We're doing everything possible. In 2020, when Lawyer Haruna visited Tolong, he even extended electricity to some communities in the rural areas. I think you are aware. With Habib, Habib was a candidate, and Habib was a candidate then with his resources. So I'm telling you that we are well positioned. We are ready to win at least 14 seats in Northern Region.
Wow.
We want to claim the almost lost glory. The lost glory, I've said lost glory is because NDC and Northern Region has always been NDC stronghold. So we can't let the artificial creation or the barriers called new creation of new regions work to the trick or the reason why they divided the regions. You are aware is the NDC strongholds that they divided to weaken the voting pattern. Western region, they went and divided it. Western, North, and whatever. And they've weakened it. Northern region 3, coming from 31 constituencies. And a place with 41 or 42 polling station constituencies of 48 is still untouched. Why? What could be the strategic reason? What could be the strategic reason? Is it that they did it deliberately so that we will stand aside looking at each other as people who used to be one but now belong to different regions? And now let me tell you one disadvantage of what they have done in the name of creation of regions when it comes to political. And Bawumia is going to be a victim. Bawumia is going to be a victim. Mark it. That's why swiftly they have decided to pick Napo, coming from a bigger region. Savannah region. Sorry, Northeast.
Yeah.
Is the smallest in the country. Yeah. It's not 6 constituencies region. It's 6 constituencies region. Even that region, market. It is Yaba that we are still not finished with our homework. Wale, you are worth the dynamics.
With the numbers that Bawumia seems to be gathering across his campaigns.
They are passing. Market, the real numbers will vote on that day. Look, you know already we've won. We are Nalogu is our seat. You know.
Yeah.
Bangpurgu is our seat. We won all these seats from MPP when their members, their sitting MPs were even ministers of state. And Bawumia as running mate, just as he said, just as he's the vice president, was a vice president, just as he's the vice president today. we are left with Yunyo, Wale Wale, and then Chelponi. We are left with Yunyo, Wale Wale, Chelponi.
But Wale Wale used to be your seat as well.
We are winning this time now again.
Sure.
Today, who is MPP's candidate?
I mean, it's still in court.
I'm asking who is MPP, and we are left with how many days? And do you think the outcome will satisfy any party?
But what is happening is that
I'm not aware of how they are ready to devour each other in that area.
No, there's a process to get the case done before the registration. I mean,
apart from that mess, even the last time, Abuba won it.
Sure.
And most of
the 2020 elections.
Yes, they beat World Rams to snatch it from him. We have learned from the past. That's why we are saying that, because what you least anticipated, if it is happening to you, to be for war, is
to be won.
Yes. So we are quite aware of what happened in the past, and most of the things will change this time.
What do you?
We'll maintain our Nalego seat. We'll go. Jabres will go and take you back for us, and Eba will maintain. How do you call it? Bangpuru. Plus Nalego 4. Then we'll add Wale Wale 5. We'll do 5 for.
In the northern region, what do you make of Karaga?
Karaga
losing it for the first time.
Yes, so we are strategizing. That's why the MP is there. Our former MP is there, working all around with.
They said the NDC has always been complacent, and that's why some of these seats really. I mean.
Not that we've been complacent. MPP wanted to win, to make inroads, and they actually positioned people, and it worked for them. You know, we do analysis.
And this time around, people are still positioned. You recall a number of people from the Jubilee House are contesting members of Zabzugu like this. They have the Deputy Chief of Staff. Now he's been added, just I think today, they added him a new position, Ambassador at Large.
He will continue to be at large. And go to opposition and still be at
large. And then one of your seats is shaking. That is the is it Tatale? I'm told there's a serious problem there.
Wouldn't see. Not Tatale.
Wouldn't see. I've not been to that area.
We've won Tatale in advance. We've won it back in advance. So we don't discuss Tatale any longer. It's marked green.
That one where you have an independent candidate coming up from your stretch.
Yes. You see, all has to do with internal issues, and it's also a fallout from the regional congress. All these things. It's a bigger issue that we've done all our possible best, just like we did in Sabugu in the past. But believe me, we excel because the independent can win. MPP won't win. Our man will win. You wait and see. It's a deliberate destruction. Deliberate. Deliberate. You know the reason? You don't recognize us.
Oh, okay.
That's just the problem. The MP doesn't recognize us. The MP didn't support one of us when he was going to Congress. I mean, that's just the issue. Nothing beyond what I've just told you. Nothing beyond this. Nothing beyond this.
Well, because I normally hear rumors, and that's what I ask. I don't really say they are definite. But I am told that Dr. Wumbie is simply behind the independent candidate. This is a rumor.
That's what I'm telling you, that the reason being that one of us from Willinsey went for regional contest and the MP didn't support.
Oh, okay. I see.
I've mentioned this to you already. So, and I said it's a fallout from the last regional congress. But look, let it go to opposition and see who gets the commission there. We're all in opposition. Oh, look, the role that we play in Sanargo, not that we overlove Ataisa as an individual. Our love and support for Ataisa is different. But we want to maintain the seat with bigger numbers for presidential and the parliamentary. if not the same, but it must be matching each other. So that tomorrow I can also say that I delivered. I was not idle. I supported my candidate and we won our constituency. And my candidate can also front together with my own efforts and that of the regional leadership effort. But if you think that being a regional secretary or regional chairman or regional whatever is enough, and your inability to get it, NDC must suffer by losing a constituency seat. If MPP had gotten that seat, with all the machinations, the payment, the whatever, the takashi that they are doing in parliament wouldn't have happened. They would have gotten their way out. So if President, but look, there's nothing that is behind the national leadership. They themselves have attempted severally to resolve it, and that is, and we have come to conclusion that it's unresolvable. The gentleman is bent in going, no matter what you do. No matter what you do, like I said, it's similar to that of Sabalego in 2016. So back to my constituency. Well, how many hours? How many hours more?
I think we should take some few calls. We have just a little, below 30 minutes
and the course will take how many minutes?
No, we'll just take a few people, then we can wrap up our conversation.
Yeah, so I'll talk about my constituency.
Sanarugu.
Yes, please.
But Sanarugu, Felicia Tete told me yesterday that she's winning hands down. I mean, she's confident. Maybe we can talk about that before we activate the phone lines. No problem. She's winning hands down because Ataisa, from some contexts is not refreshing enough to win the seat, because I was very surprised that Felicia is rather talking about ABA was even a bit stronger compared to Ataisa. So
I'll be honest with you. I've been in Sanago since its creation in 2012.
Yeah.
What Issa is doing is unprecedented. The level of his campaign, the energy in that campaign
while in opposition
is unprecedented. I came in late because I accompanied him for a door-to-door in Nangbao.
Oh, okay.
He does door-to-door in the morning, afternoon and evening, engaging all stakeholders that matters in the constituency personally. And it will surprise you. You will enter a house, you will visit someone's home, you will see an old lady who hardly walks out from the compound of the house, and you ask, Mpa Ataisa Puria, Kabwa, Mulenyate, Ami Ataisa, Mpuria, Manate, Kanyene. India, Ataisa. I'm being honest with you. All communities. This is Ataisa. And this evening, I was surprised. I went to some 2 houses and I found out, and I wanted to inquire, do you know Ataisa? Actually, I've not met Ataisa before, but we always discuss him in our meetings. That they always discuss Ataisa in their meeting. I said, this is Ataisa.
It means that his visibility is also, needs to be improved, huh?
No, I'm just mentioning something.
Okay.
He became a candidate just about a year ago.
Yeah.
And being a national executive, there were some other assignments that he needed to stay in Accra to do. But he's been home for the past 1 month, working day in and out, to make sure that we win unprecedentedly. Felicia, she should be honest to herself. One, why is it that she's fighting with Chairman Dangoma and Co?
Are they really fighting?
Don't you have the electives?
No, but
do you have the electives or not?
That was why I spoke with her yesterday. We had over an hour
and she herself is saying that you don't work. Even if we give resources to you, you don't work. So if your executives doesn't work, and you yourself doesn't have what it takes to work, what do you think you are doing?
According to her, this audios are even going to embellish her campaign, people will have to see the honest leader she is, because it's going to tell people that she is very honest and just. I mean,
is that a conclusion? Let her continue. So that's why she was being honest and received that dirty slap in 2020 from the regional organizer before the sharing of the COVID.
Oh no, was it really a slap? Because it was an attempted. Was it a kick or a slap? No, it was an attempted.
No, that's was it really a slap?
No, I
thought there was a kick in addition.
No. Anyway, let me take some few calls. But I mean, but
we haven't discussed Ataisa's campaign.
No, I thought you had just okay. No,
you go ahead. Yes. Go ahead. Sanalgo, like I said, the campaign is unprecedented. All branches are well activated. All ward coordinators are up to the task, and there wouldn't be a day that you will not see any party activity going on in any of the communities. There's no day. You can just pick a community and call anybody randomly. Just pick a community and call randomly. Apart from the social events, we organize night meetings. We organize door to door in the morning, and even the time they are returning from farm, you do that as well. You go to community. We don't allow ourselves to be shared into groups unless communities that he has visited severally, where he's known. Then you see yourself splitting into groups to storm there with his posters, do the one-on-one engagement with the electors, and a lot of discovery and new strategies being adopted any day that we steps out to reverse what's happened in the past. Felicia herself knows very well that she has lost woefully. The global info analysis has indicated that they're even giving Atesa 65% win, but we have our target of 85. Our target of 85%, and with the 85%, there's a margin of error, not negative, but positive 3, making it 88. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, she's letting me understand that you guys will, I mean, there's a surprise coming for you, because she says she hasn't started her campaign yet.
Yes.
According to her, she hasn't started her campaign.
But she was in Choyapala.
No, she's now doing, I mean, it's just like surface dressing, so that to hit the real campaign. Okay. That's what she's saying.
And that will surprise her.
I mean, she will start her campaign. She's yet to launch her campaign.
No, it said she was saying we will surprise her.
I mean, no, she's going to. I mean, you're going to be offered a surprise. These elections.
Yeah. Not in Sanalgo. Sanalgo is a done deal.
Really?
You belong to a media house.
No. The point is that the dynamics within every constituency differ, and if we are unable to even carry the the survey as of now, or any research, but if you look at from a distance, you know that Sanalgo over the period, the NPP maybe 2020 elections, she improved. She said she won 44 ballot boxes.
It's not true. It's 38 ballot boxes. Adding special ballot boxes, making 39. It's not 44.
But I mean, that is
that's an improvement from 7 or 6 to that number. Is quite an improvement. But trust me, all those areas, President Mahama won it.
Yes, that means the candidate, the presidential candidate,
President Mahama lost less than 10 ballot boxes in Sanalgo. Are we repeating the candidate? Are we repeating the 2020 candidate?
So
I'm asking.
No, but you have been in politics for long. Now Ataisa is just almost like a Nino.
Just like a Nino.
I'm coming. Well, he has never contested any elections.
He has registered his presence and is deeper.
No, look,
and
he has never gone for any. He has never gone for any elections. He has never gone for any elections. He doesn't really know his ups and downs. He's just going into the election for the first time, just like you are contesting a school election.
And he's not left out. Experienced hands are managing him. Yesterday or the day before yesterday, you might have heard that the outgoing MP was on some communities to campaign for Ataisa. His experience, he has defeated three different MPP candidates. He has defeated Sheikh Yakubu Abdul Karim, he has defeated Abibu, he has defeated what's the name, Felicia. So at least there is something that he can bring on board. And we have been part and parcel and leaders of this campaign in the past general elections in Sanagu since its creation, and we are there.
Okay, let me pick the calls. 0200060766. Let's get to hear from you and what your thoughts are. Yes, good evening.
Mr. Robicon, good evening.
Yes, tell me your name and go ahead.
Yes, this is Prince Nasser Isaac.
Go ahead.
This college secretary. Let me greet you good evening and to our boss. We appreciate whatever he said. He really proved that he's a party person. Unlike some other party executives, something will happen and you come on air and speak everything out for the opponent ticket from there. We appreciate whatever he has been doing for the party, and we wish him well for the new job they have given him. But for the Tanago seat there, Mr. Robicon, you know very well that Felicia Tete and the executive, they have lost it already. Looking at what is going on, and Mr. Robicon, Tanago seat or Tanago people are decent people, and for that matter, they need a person who is trustworthy. But looking at this NPP representative, she really proved that she's not a type of leader Sanaro people are looking for.
Okay, thank you. Because of the I mean, I'm seeing a lot of numbers really popping up, and I need to pick. You just do a minute, and then we are off. Then we can go. Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, just do a minute, Lord Jeff, and let's go.
One thing I love NDC is that they are very consistent with their inconsistencies. My big brother in your studio is telling us segregation. Was he not a direct victim of segregation and fragmentation of NDC in the region? What is he talking about? He has been in election for a long time, and sometimes you have a problem and you can't solve it. You sit on a live radio and told the whole world that you can't manipulate it. No, Mr. Robicon, ask my Miss Alhaji Abiu, do you believe in global info analysis in Karga? That of Zabzugo, that of Young, and that of Tom. All these people are victims for a new patriotic party. You told us that you were going to win all the 18 in the last election. What is wrong? What do you do? They have taken you off, packed you with disgrace, and brought someone with an election novice, and then you win an election.
Okay.
We wait to see.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. 0200060766. You can also ring out. Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Robicon.
Yes, tell me your name and go ahead.
Yes, this is Karkarbako. Good evening to our cherished listeners out there. Good evening to our brother, Alhaji Abiu. I think his former position was taken away from him simply because of aggregation or disagreement in their party. So if similar thing is happening in Sadargo, it shouldn't be a surprise to him. Even when we saw Ataisa, who went to Dungu and was insulting branch executives simply because they were not performing. Robicon, I'm just shocked that Honorable Abiu will still believe that the NDC won the 2020 election, and he's saying it without any evidence. He has not even proved to you the results that they had in the last general election. He has not been able to do that. So what are you telling the people? Is that the usual propaganda you always put your old people in the room? Is that what you should be doing as an executive Robicon? Please, we are going to the election with proper messages and proper information that.
Okay, thank you very much. So let me just use two numbers so that we can be snappy. 024 0204-5238-248. You can also call on that, and 0200060766. I want to hear. I mean, we've eaten into your call times, but I think this will be fine. For us. Yes. Good evening. Go ahead. Your name?
Robicon, this is Bella from Ababu.
Yeah, quick one.
Mr. Robicon, you see, my worry is that, like good life that we are seeing in our candidates, presidential candidates or parliamentary candidates, when they get power, all that good life vanish. They turn themselves to different people. So, for me, there is no hope for Ghana. We have lost confidence on them. Unless we stop glorifying those who cannot help us.
Okay, thank you very much. 0200060766. We can also listen to you as well. Yes, hello, good evening.
Mornahson.
Yes, tell me your name and go ahead quickly.
Yeah, this is Alhaji Mohammed Aminu. Yeah, Honorable Abiu. Good evening. Yeah, first of all, let me tie the topic. You see, when we look about the MP attitude in this country, I think some of us, we have trust that MPP can know where it's concerned. Madame Bishia Tete, she knew very well that she lost the election. So when we say that global info analyst came out with this opinion poll, everybody knew very well that this will win the election. But we will not trust that Aminu Anta, the person who accepts the lesbianity, Karga people will make mistake to cast their vote for that person. We will not do that. If you know that Dr. Aminu Anta, who came out to saying that he apologized for the Ghanaians, and so we prepare to let people lose. We won the seat in northern region. We won the seat.
Okay.
So,
all right. Thank you very much. Because of the time, let me pick another. Yeah, so 0245238248. You can call that as well. Yes, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, tell me your name and go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Ali calling from Tishibu. Yeah, our big man, I salute him. And so all what he said is coming to life. We are going to win all the seats, 18 seats. We are not going to leave one for NPP. We are going to take all the seats. So NDC, people should come out and vote NDC.
Okay, thank you. Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Robicon.
Tell me your name and go ahead.
This is Mohammed Dasu and I'm calling from Shishawi. Please, first of all, I wanted to greet Alhaji Abiu, all your chairs here outside here. Mr. Robicon, what we have to tell our brothers in the MPP is that they fix another seat. So our salary seat there is already a done deal. We are now only waiting for 7th December to go and confirm on your attention and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. What we are telling them is, in Sanargo, we don't have after we the NDC supporters in Sanargo there, we have no computer. We don't have a person. MPP don't have candidates who can compete with the NDC candidates.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Tell me your name and go ahead.
Mr. Robicon, this is Adam from calling from Yankala.
Go ahead.
Okay, I will greet you and greet your listeners. I will greet my constituency parliamentary candidate, Honorable Habib. For me, what I want to say is that if you look, our Solomon constituency, I thought NDC the Mama just the talk. They can't do anything in our constituency. Because we didn't see they are performing. So I'll greet my MP.
Okay, thank you very much. Probably we can wrap up at this point in time. I won't be able to pick more calls because of the time that. So you've had a number of
I mean that's individual opinions and sentiments, but what I want to say is that if Ataisa were to be a dormant candidate, like I said, he's deeply rooted in the constituency. Felicia won in some areas like Kunyavla. Kunyavla has a major challenge.
Okay.
That's to do with the perennial flood, together with the bad road network, especially the major road that goes into Kunyavla. NDC attempted working on it and exited. MPP is in power. They haven't done anything significant to change it. Ataisa, as a private individual, last month or so, were able to work on the road from the entrance to the extreme end of the community. It's like tiring. It's just like tiring. Can you imagine this? So what again will influence the people of Kunyavla to vote for Felicia? It was a protest vote. Let me be honest with you. Most of the votes that she got in 2016, 2020 were protest votes. Today, as we speak, Fadla Dayele community, Ataisa has done the reshaping for them, and many communities in Saganago area that needs reshaping. He's doing that, donating hospital equipment. If I don't know of anything, at least the people of Mashawu, their clinic, he has donated to support the clinic. He's supporting students. Remember, he initiated the spelling bee in the constituency, and the winner is enjoying the package.
Let me just pause you for a second and read the messages, because a lot has come in, but because of the time, my producer was telling me, but if I don't do that, I wouldn't be fair, because some people, rather than calling, actually decided to send messages. Now this one says that this one is coming okay, F King, I think I've read this one before. Now Emuni Lamashegu says that he's currently around the Molly National Park and he's joining the show. Okay, I hear. And then that's Tijo Chips Compound. Okay, the guy who is there is called Sule Jr. And he is saying that, okay, he says he's also joining the show. I don't know why you put, okay. Let me jump this. Imoyo Tiyumba, thank you so much. I've seen your message as well. And then this one says, Robicon, I just want to, okay, you're also registering your presence. That's Mustafa J. Suleimana. Thank you so much. And then we have this one says that, where was his deputy when he was assigning roles to people? I think when you said that the guy who you assigned on the computer, I mean to do the computerization of some of the figures, I think that's why he's asking.
Oh, my deputy.
Okay, maybe if I go. Okay, so he says that what was it, when you were assigning roles to people?
Lukman, it was an IT job, and Lukman is also one of the deputy directors in charge of IT.
So he says that when in fact his deputy is an IT person. When did he? Why did he not give him did he not give accreditation to some regional executives?
It's not true. Okay. It was done by EC, not me.
Okay. So
it was Jean Mensa, not me. Why? Okay. So who are responsible for? Who gave you the media accreditation? It's not EC.
Okay, Dasu from Shisha says that Robicon, our Sanarigo seat, Felicia Tete is not enough for us. We, the great NDC party in the Sanarigo constituency, he said, okay, he's not enough for the NDC in the Sanarigo constituency. So, if the NPP wants, we, the NDC, will give them chance to add additional 2 people to her against our man Ataisa alone. We will still beat them 100%. He says, Robicon, you see, Sanarigo, we finish our we finish. Okay, he said they are finished with that constituency. They are only waiting for December 7th. That's what you said. And then this one says that Robicon, please he says that I suggest you invite the Lands Commission. Okay. Okay, I hear you. I have seen that. I beg you, let me just this one, I mean, over 100 messages here, but I will not be able to attend to all of them, so I'll do the few I can. Now this one says that my name is Farouk. I think the NPP will win Sanaragu seat. Okay, those are your thoughts. And then this one also says that, good evening to you, Robicon. I am Al Hussein Al Hassan from Narong. He says that greet the incoming MP for Sanaragu, Honorable Ataisa, and the NDC as a whole. He says he's a citizen and not a spectator. And then this one also says that, okay, he just came. He says that Sanaragu is a no-go area for Madam Felicia. I am sure Felicia is aware of it. Just like Tamale South is a no-go area for NPP. That's coming from Ganoma inside UDS. You send that text message. Hamdan 0910 says that, Robicon, ask him for me, during the 2016 elections, why did they send Hadi Paza to Zabzugu without giving him accreditation? That is what we heard. He should explain to us whether it is true or not. That's what you are also asking. And then to be forewarned is to be okay, for end, yeah, that's what he said. That's Ima. Is that Ima? I saw. Anyway, thank you. That's Kura. Ima. Is it Emmanuel Kura? I think that's what you wanted to write, right? Okay, Chief Kukuna Nyohane Yepala. He says greetings to Dr. Damba. He said I should greet Damba for him. He said he also I don't know what you want to say. You want to say he's also lying. He chopped our money in Tolon district youth. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what, but your message is not really so clear. Now this one says that, Mr. Robicon, Ghanaian leaders don't really know how to leave legacy. They only know how to steal money, but there is a day of judgment. That's what you said. And then this one says that times are hard. God must save us. That's Haj Razak. That's your message. I mean, in Janjol Kuku Niemal 9 says that, good evening to Rubicon. You say you are monitoring the show as well. So I think basically the rest are just other message. Also, I have seen your message. Thank you so much for also connecting with us. But Alhaj, so I think people are trying to find.
I wasn't responsible for accreditation. It was EC that gave us a few number, and that number. He didn't capture people who didn't have direct stake in playing a role in the elections.
Okay.
I agree that Hadi chose to go to, how do you call it? Zabzugo, because the candidate is his personal friend.
Oh, okay.
Though his constituency is Nantong now, and Nantong also needed his support because he has ever served role in the Nantong election directorate. He had it. But he knows very well that I wasn't responsible. Hadi came at a time that we had already distributed the accreditation cards. The accreditation cards, those who doesn't know, it was not an NDC organized elections. It was Electoral Commission that organized the election. So they gave us a few number, which we gave even the substantive or the principal regional officers that benefited were just few. And I doubt whether any of the deputies got it. In addition to the election directorate members, they were the only people that got accreditation. But you see, accreditation matters to party agents on elections and officers of the party that has direct role to play in the party, not observers. Do you get it?
But in this current situation, we are hearing that every party individual is being called upon to serve like a polling agent.
No. Polling agents is just one or two. One or two.
But people must be there to just police the process. To say
be around, they will vote and be around to support or to go as prompters to bring people out.
Okay.
But they cannot be the frontline agents or the counting agents. This is what people should know. So Hadi was going there to support his friend as an observer
and not a party rep. I think you need to take more water.
Party rep. The constituency executives are party reps. The constituency executives, though that matters, got the accreditation. You see, and the other issue is the polling agents got, including the parliamentary candidates, they all got their accreditation through their district EC boss.
Okay.
Not that I sent it to them. It was parcel and package.
Is there a required number that the EC, refused to go beyond? In terms of reps for the various political parties?
No, they can decide to give each political party 5 or 10.
Okay.
And that goes to the regional executives.
No, I thought those ones are discussed with political parties. How many accreditations will give to various political parties?
In general election, if they don't put a ceiling, every party will want to take more. You know.
Yeah, sure.
So there's a ceiling. I think this one was not even up to 10. Yeah, what we got from them. They even told us that they were going to produce and sell to us. We agreed, but we never had it.
Oh, okay.
So if Adi went to Zabzogo without accreditation, perhaps he came late, and 2, I didn't send him to Zabzogo. Asked him whether I assigned him. The only person I sent to Zabzogo was the accredited agents that the Zabzogo constituency brought. And we gave them accreditation to do. We compiled their list, sent to our head office, and they gave to EC and Accra. They prepared the list and added to the constituency materials, election materials, and delivered to the district EC boards, and subsequently gave to the party.
I think our time is up, but I think thoughts are that on the issue of the petitions, for example, though we don't have much time again, he says that okay, this one is saying that how can he really say that all the 2 petitions were dismissed when the letter appointing Arnold actually referenced the existence of an appeal?
It's not everything that we say on air.
Well,
I say it's not everything that we say. Anyway, I know that he's my open enemy. I've noted that.
Oh,
no, get this.
Okay.
He sat here and said he's satisfied that he has played hands, or he has played role in getting me out. But me, I'm saying one thing. I'm happy he's listening. I swear the God who created me, I don't hide any malice. And I've never betrayed the National Democratic Congress. And all that he alleged, I swear Allah the Almighty who created me, I didn't play a role. And I'm saying that I've put my forehead in sujood and I've prayed to Allah. I've prayed to Allah to compensate me for the wickedness and also punish them, and on the day of judgment we will stand before Allah for judgment. I'm happy he's listening, and I'm not ready for any compromise. I swear, I'm not ready. I mean what I'm saying. Wallahi, I mean what I'm saying. I'm a Muslim and I don't hide. I mean what I'm saying. The only thing that will let me accept the apology is if he will sit on this studio to tell people that I misled the people and lied on him because we didn't want him to continue as director of election. Wallahi, with this, if he says that we have done this and that, Alhaji, forgive us. Wallahi, I will. But without this, I swear Allah who created me, there's nothing that can change my mind. We'll stand before Allah for judgment. We'll stand before Allah for judgment. I can pay him back in this world, though. I have everything more than him. I can. But I will not do that. I've told Allah. I've reported the case to Allah. Not in ordinary position, but I did this closer to 1 month. Allah knows. Closer to 1 month.
So it's really in you a lot.
Yes, because to suffer for NDC from 92, I played different roles up to 2024. 32 years. For you to lie this way. In law, there is something that we call mute case. What prevented you from saying it in 2000? And 2020, 2021, 2022, I conducted elections and you participated. You lost woefully. Then you are now saying this. Me, I'm a pure person, but not a Felicia type. He knows me. Hadi knows me very, very well. And let me say this. When we went for the petition hearing, one national officer met us. They were in his office before I came. And we exchanged greetings. So, not when he was engaging them to withdraw the petition.
Hadi wanted them to withdraw the petition.
No. The national officer wanted them to withdraw the petition because we are brothers. Even in the pre committee meeting.
Okay.
They say we are brothers. We should blah 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 and that. Ask them. They know everything. Hadi has attested that I'm among the individuals that have supported him much so far as NDC members are concerned. But me, wallahi, Dana Chioma, Tanzania untuni.
Alhaji, I'm grateful for coming through. I'm grateful. It's been very insightful, and I know that at least before the elections, we'll have another moment to interact. It's been fantastic. Sure. Thank you so much. So you just listen to Alhaji Abiu.
Our program may not come. Our engagement.
Sure. Thank you so much. So have a great night. Our time is up, and we got to leave the studio. My name is